All right, we are at Indianapolis, which turn one is going to be scary, but if we can survive that, I think we're actually going to have a pretty good race. I know a lot of people hate this layout, but I just think of it as a street course without walls and no bumps. That's essentially what it is. So I think that's why I don't mind it, because it's easy 90-degree corners for most part. I, though, need to get out here and kind of feel what low fuel's like. I also have failed to practice a pit entry, so I have no idea what that's like. So I'm just going to get out here and quickly feel what low fuel is for qualifying, because it feels like I'm going to need to qualify. Just a lot of the people in practice were slower than me, so if I put myself behind, that's not going to be good. Left side tires are going to be painful. They get used up here, and there is a lot of medium speed traction required corners going to the right, so we've got to kind of be nice to the left sides, and maybe that will get us some speed over the middle of a run, because we know these tires fall off pretty quick based on the races we've done so far. Alright, where is this pit entry? It's here. That's so awkward. And what do we have around here? Oh god, it's one that you gotta push it. And then we got a really long pit road. So, alright, I've sort of got that in my head. We'll see if we make it that far. Yeah, so I am the number 8. Not sure I like that. Nothing we can do about it. It's a little too high for road racing. Other than that, we've got a lot of the normal people that we see, and hopefully we'll just have a nice, fun race. That's all that matters. The few that we have survived have been fun. The equipment failure and getting wrecked were not fun. But just trying to get everyone assigned a paint scheme real quick. We will go put a lap in. So I'm looking for close to a 29, but I'm not sure if I can actually do that. Hopefully we can, but again, not having done a low fuel run, this is just the Phillip Island setup with a gear change, because there's something about this setup that just makes it, I don't know, I know what the car is going to do. It's not going to be optimized well for each track, but I'm not fast enough for that to matter, so I just go with something that I know, get the gearing, and then we're good. But look at this, no pop-in. Not here. We've got far distance objects staying there. We got flags that may pop in. We'll see. I don't think we're actually going to see them, and they may not even be there because we're not on the oval. Yep, they just popped in. But at least it was when we were not looking. This corner sucks in this car, but overall, this track is much easier to drive, especially this corner with a wrong hand drive car. very, very, very well suited for this track.
Green flag, green
Yeah,
flag.
getting onto the straight is going to be dangerous on old tires, especially if you eat them up. Hopefully I got enough heat in them. We're going to be cautious, not push it too hard, because I can easily overdrive a corner. I didn't do that first sector at all like I needed to. Just don't have the tire heat in it yet. Went too slow on my outlap. Go out as wide as you want here. I'll be happy if I get into the 29s, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to just kind of be running a pace in race. Hopefully just under a 31, I think, is what felt most comfortable to keep the tires on it for me. You can still overdrive this corner massively, but since you can actually see the apex sitting on this side, it's much easier for me than, say, with the next gen.
One more lap.
Alright, 30.6. I'm good with that. See if we can improve it now. It's actually a little early on the brakes there and had to slow down my deceleration. I guess that's speeding up my deceleration. A little more grip as well.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Cut this a little bit more. This you can cut quite a bit, but not knowing exactly where the left-hand side of this car is hurts me there. Could have went through that harder. It's okay though. I think we're out in the grass a little bit there. Just kind of lift off, because if you try to push through it, all it does is push up to the left and you lose time. Bounce it off of that. Try not to cut here because I kept getting 1X's in practice here. Not going to get into the 29s, but we're going to get close. Not sure low fuel helped because I did a faster lap on a 1 lap run in practice, but I will take it. We're 7th as the 8 car. Let's go put that fuel back in. Holding shift makes it go up faster if you didn't know that. Oh my god, 27.8, 28s. Those are the Australians, I'm guessing. Well, Benjamin isn't. He's UK. Or Ireland. But, right behind Billy. But a second off pace. And we got, yeah, my dad's in here. He's going to be starting 14th. But, yeah, P7 at the moment. I'm good with that. And all the fast guys have already went. Not saying that these guys aren't fast, but single split. Most likely not. We may get a freebie here with the 2 car. He is starting right next to us. Hopefully that ping comes down. Yeah. Feeling good. I took it easy in qualifying. We could have probably got into the 29s, but I wasn't going to go 0.4. So there's a large gap there, then there's a fairly large gap right behind us, and then there's just Brett and I. But hopefully, since it's not raining, we're not going to run into each other. And yeah, I just got to be patient. Got to just run 30s, high 30s, and try to just keep the lefts on it and see if some people come back to us. But with everyone ahead of us, supposed to be ahead of us, I think we're going to have a little less chaos than we normally do. Although, turn 1 here, standing starts. Yeah, who knows what we'll get. Very easy to lose track of where you're at, overdrive, and plow into the field. But as long as we can make it past lap 1 without someone in the back trying to show how great they are, then I will be happy. Let me just race. Alright, so P7. Let's hop in. We are on the left. Guess that is good. We have an escape route. Make sure everything is set up right.
The estimated SOF is 1,668.
That seems extremely weak,
It's
which
competitive
it
out
is,
there. Head
but
down, stay sharp.
after just being in a 4,000 strength of field oval race, a whole different thing here. We've got a 496 at the back. We've got 3 people at 1,000 or under. Why was Billy's light flashing at us? That was weird. I wonder if it's... I don't know what that was.
Still waiting on 2 cars to
Is it
grid.
pit limiter? Maybe? But we got Hayden and Billy ahead of us. We've got the 2 car that had high ping to the right with the same paint scheme that wrecked us last race. So our goal is get everyone
Waiting on the final car
clear
to
of
grid.
us. Try to keep Brett behind us. Although, yeah, Brett's going to be to the right. We can't see him. We got Vernon right behind us.
Everyone's gridded.
Alrighty, here we go.
Green, green, green.
Brett got a bad start. 2 car did not, well, he did get a good start. Looks like he might be looking low. I want to kind of come off center from everyone else. Looks like we're going to have a nice gap here. Cold tires though. Just remember that. Be safe. Looks like we're going to have a pass attempt here. That is brave. I definitely could not do that. Not on starting tires. Hell, sometimes I spin out over that curbs on cold tires. Alright, they're braking early, so I will just do the same. So that I don't run into the back of Billy, but since it broke early, then everything was off and I overdrove. It's gonna be a whole lot of debris getting kicked up. At the start of this, I'm going to just take it easy through this corner because I feel like the most damage that you're going to do to your tires is through that corner. And we know that everyone ahead of us is at least a second quicker. But Billy tends to fall off, although he's been quicker the whole time. through practice, so he may not this time. Well, it sounded like he was bored with this combo. Oop. Bad stutter. Great to see those coming back. It's telemetry related, but I got it before at USA when I wasn't using the telemetry, so I don't know what's causing it. They're gonna get stacked up here a bit. Someone got all out of sorts getting on the straightaway, putting them too wide the whole way down it. Take it easy. All I can do is lose time in that corner trying to push it, so I'm just gonna baby it, save the left sides. Hayden getting some pressure. Todd's doing well back there, 2.5 behind us. He's not as far off as the qualifying pace indicated, so we may be looking to hold him off as well. Everything's kind of getting slowed down up here with the battles, but that's good because it just means I can run my pace and not lose a bunch of time. .31.2 is what our delta bar is at right now. I'm fine just going that pace, especially since it seems like these guys are not going much quicker right now with their fight. Billy's getting that right hand dive sent on him. What's the F1 track that they were doing that at? Was that Qatar? Where one corner just kind of opened up and you could put it in there. I was looking ahead at them wrecking and screwed up. Good news is everyone ahead was already stupid quick, so it doesn't matter what these guys do. Just brings everyone behind us a little bit closer, but luckily it was in a slow corner, so we didn't really lose out too much. Hayden getting used up there on entry. And that guy's locking up and going off. Hopefully he gets ahead of us. He does, he'll have a slowdown. Probably a pretty big one since he just Chastained that. I think that was Chastain that drove through. And now we got to get him past us again, which is unfortunate. Yeah, lefts are already struggling. Don't know if you needed an asymmetrical setup here to help with that. I mean, that's crap that I'm just not gonna ever worry about because the throttle and the driving is where I'm losing out the most at. The other stuff is secondary and only fast people should really worry about it. Get a comfortable set, run your race. That is my road racing motto. Finally able to break into that corner. This first complex is kind of like ass backwards on how you approach the curbs, it seems. Then I kind of straight line out. Didn't get good turn in because the tires are already letting go. Got down in the dip on the right sides, almost sent me around. Just gotta hope we don't pull up those curbs and start ripping the floor off our car. NASCAR style. God, the left sides are already giving up. And brain is giving up. That corner is still difficult because I just don't slow down in time. Just take it easy through here, save a little bit, hopefully allow him to get the run, but he's sliding around, so he doesn't. So now that means that we have to deal with him in the infield. Throttle management here. Just lift off and get him past us. He's already ran into multiple things and went off track. I don't need my race ruined again. Looks like we need about 7 gallons of fuel. I don't even know how many laps this race is. I didn't look. I have no idea. I think I'm just going to keep it a secret. I know that it's on screen, but I don't even have time to look it on screen right now. Anywhere else other than my car. Alright, it's a 32 lap race. I lied. Straight away.
31.382.
Still doing 31, so if I can just keep that pace, maybe we'll be better at the end of this run. I just need to be gentle with the throttle. Those guys are just quicker. It's a fact of life. I really enjoy this car though, which is so surprising because I hated the other versions of this car. But this Gen 3 is just really fun to drive. And, I mean, maybe it's just because I have more road course experience and it's more in line with what the next gen was, so I had kind of an idea of what to expect, but I'm glad I have stuck with it. It's going to be fun to do this season. I don't know if I'll do more than one season with it, but I'm going to enjoy this season and try to do a whole road series for once. So the green car has had an issue again. He has lost time. I don't know what I did there, but we went really slow through it. We're still, can't do shit like that. Little stupid slides like that are useless. These guys are all gonna bunch up again and start slowing each other down, so that'll be nice. These green car melted his tires already? Very strange. I just need to remember, once I start braking, even if it's too early, I just need to keep that constant force. Otherwise, I'll lift off, roll into that corner, and miss it. Treat it like Darlington pitting. Once I start braking, don't stop. Oh, and we lost, I already forgot who it was behind us, but we lost them. Ooh, and we're about to lose me. That was interesting. That deserves a click forward on the brake bias, because I have not felt that. Didn't seem like we overdrove that. Now, yes, I'm going quicker because I actually had a little slide and rotated the car, and that's what fast people do, but I'm not talented enough to continue to do that throughout the race. So I think our braking power is fading away with the tires. I also think that under braking, it's turning to the right a little more because the left sides are starting to disagree with their treatment. It hasn't been me, it's the damn racetrack's fault. Set our fastest lap of the race. Hopefully that management will pay off, but I think they're just too quick for it to matter. It's really gonna, like, Brett and I seem to be the exact same pace, so if we start pulling away from him, then maybe it shows that it's paid off. Billy has now got passed by the 2. Not sure how willing Hayden's going to be to let the 2 go, but I think at this point in the race, you got nothing ahead of you. The dude's clearly quicker. He's ran into you already and has missed a corner trying to outbrake you. This is one you just say, all right, I will fall to 4th. Had a poor lap here. All right, we're 23 seconds ahead of 9th place, so
31.64.
it is all going to be about the race with Brett. I've backed up my braking, and that is just really screwing everything up because it's such a longer process, and so my shifting's a little off from where I feel comfortable, and then I tend to lift off and roll in a little quicker and still miss the corner. But when I was braking at my fresh tire marks, it felt like I was about ready to have a fun teacup ride. God, I could gain so much more speed in that corner, but I'm just so afraid of it. And then I randomly end up in 4th gear, and sometimes I'm in 5th or 3rd. coming to that corner. I don't know what's actually happening there. I think it's how I get a run out of the up onto the oval. That's changing what gear I'm in. 1.5 to Brett.
31.464.
I could go in a little deeper there, but that felt about right. Luckily I haven't overdriven this and slid. I was doing that quite a bit in practice. I don't think we're going to be racing Billy today. He seems to be just a level above. But I am also going very conservative here. Trying to be nice to my tires. Just because I've been having issues with the left sides. I think shifting up helps me though, because then I'm downshifting at the very start of my braking, which makes me feel more confident in my braking. Because bad habits. Alright, we put in a little better lap there. We got Brett back to a 1.5.
31.283.
A little scared there. Felt the right or the left side's not turning. Got it fully over the curb that time. Drove in a little deeper to that. I'm not sure that actually helps, because then it's just waiting for it to turn at the exit. Alright, so we can go 12 more laps. Green car is on pit road.
31.243.
I think we're going as long as we can go, just because I know the percentage is fine. I'm running that pace, and I feel like with my half a race practice, I will be pretty damn quick out of the pits. And we're pulling away from Brett right now, at least when I look at the time. And I'm not in a oh shit mode where I feel like the tires are giving up. Now that may start to happen as I chase green, but I've gotten into a decent rhythm now. Shit. Yeah, you get the throttle. And we set our fastest lap of the race.
30.804. You're in fifth.
Started braking way too early there. Hayden and Billy are close to each other now. Billy has found some pace in the middle of the run. Plus he hasn't gotten hit and spun and everything else that happens. I got lost talking and started braking way too early there. Give up a bit of time to Brett. Pushed it out a bit too much there. Ooh, even in the upshift now, it's starting to want to do a little turny. Brett's to pit road. That's fine. That is way too early for me. He may undercut us and jump ahead of us on the fresh tires, but I think he'll just be ahead of us at pit exit, and then we'll be on fresh tires and he'll be on 10-lap old tires. Plus he's going to be back in the traffic with that long pit road and how far back everyone was. He may get held up, so another reason for going long with them being 30 seconds behind us. Hayden on pit road.
31.299. You're in 4th position.
I mean, my pace is the same as it has been all run, so the pitting is not a concern of mine right now. I know the pace is slow, but for racing Brett, if all he can do is a 31 point whatever,
The car in P6 just set the fastest lap.
then
28.34.
that's all good, because we should be able to maybe hit a 29 after the outlap. And then maybe even after that we hit a wall trying to go fast. That was awkward. Did not do that right at all. Well, we're still in the 31s. We're still doing faster laps than I was planning on doing.
327.
And this is lasting a lot longer than I thought it was going to at a 31 pace. I don't think I have a whole lot more in me, but overall I feel like it's good. Someone has had a lockup or slide in this corner. Smoke drifting off. Oh, my dad has had an issue. Looks like he's stopped on track. That might be his tire tracks. It's a weird place. And more smoke. And skid marks, those might be mine though. Alright, tires starting to feel a little uncomfortable. Times are still fine.
You're now in third.
One of the top two has pit. Benjamin. Billy 12.2 ahead of us. That was bad. It just kind of got awkward, sloppy in the right hand. Smoke. And we've got 6 laps left. Still okay with my pace. Billy's on pit road.
31.381.
Bit of traffic here. I overdrove that. Shifting was way higher revs. Just letting us go. Thank you. Hey, we're going to be in the lead. I don't think we're going to lead a lap, though. Although Benjamin vanished. That got very slidey, and now more slidey. We're getting close to the point where I just say, okay, I need tires more than I need to stay out. Not like we're going to catch a caution. Oh, Benjamin's still back there.
31.348. Nice and smooth, you're running second.
You are the leader. And I am gonna fucking lead this lap.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
I mean, it helps when everyone else pulls off, but still, I was close enough that they couldn't get out of the pits. That's a bit of an improvement, although this pit road is so long that that helps. All I gotta do is not spin out, get back to the line, then we get a lap led in this series. somebody off there. My dad 19 seconds ahead of us again. New leader.
31.097. You're in first.
But the people that pit are a couple of seconds behind us. And that is how slow I am. What I need to do is not have to deal with them passing me, so I'm going to pit this time. Make sure I have enough fuel. Bad place to do it. But now we won't get slowed down by letting them go. Chicken, gonna lose time, but knowing Brett, he probably was just about the same. So I am going to just be safe, take a little more fuel than it's saying. Actually, that will add time.
10 to go. This time
Let's just do 7 gallons.
Pit box in 10. 5.
Very slow pit speed
3,
too, for how
2,
long this is and how
1.
wide it is.
Right here.
All right, tires. 87.79 on the right, 67.63 on the left.
That's it. Go.
Don't unrelease the pit limiter until well after the wall at the green cone. We're coming out ahead of Brett. All works out. As long as I don't give myself a penalty here. Cool, cool. Well, now I don't even really need to push. Because I don't think we're going to be 2 seconds a lap quicker than the guys ahead of us. But let's see what a half a race of practice looks like, speed-wise. I don't know why I shifted up to third there, but then I nearly spun myself by downshifting because I do stupid stuff like, oh my god, so much grip. I'm in a Formula 1 car. $13.9 to 6th place.
6.872.
throttled up in the middle of that. That was not good.
You got a slow car on the left.
Not for position. That's probably best though. I need an unrealistic chase down so I don't really overdrive it and do something stupid. Hello, 29.3?
29.352.
Man, I love this point after the pit stop. So much more practice in me, a little more confidence, no one around me. But we're 13 seconds back from 6th place. We gained nothing. And he's on really old tires at this point. So no use in trying to like set fast lap after fast lap and try to force our way through this. We got about 10 seconds on Brett behind us, so that is all we got to worry about. I got into a weird, awkward situation where it was pushing out wide and I didn't want to upshift and I was pushing it too hard through it, and I got into the 29s, so I'm happy. Got Blinking Dude up here who is just pitted a couple of laps ago. Just be careful. Keep thinking there's dust with the sunlight on the fence. Ooh, that got awkwardly pushy. One click back on the brakes. Haven't really used them other than to correct when I started feeling it wanting to go around us on. Why am I fucking doing stupid stuff like that? Shift up and then I downshift without blipping while on throttle, and nearly had another spin like Navarra, which would have really pissed me off. Wouldn't have changed our spot, I don't think, but I don't need to be making dumb mistakes like that. But my hands, my feet, and my brain don't work together. Now I feel sad every time I run a 31 when I was just perfectly happy with the 31 before. Now it's 1 point something down, and I feel like I'm really slow. I mean, I am really slow, but it feels like I'm going much slower than the first stint. I don't like that wide line because it just puts you so out there close to the grass, and you might be able to carry a little bit more speed, but it's not like you're gaining a lot through that tiny section. These two are racing for position, so that doesn't help my situation as I catch them. You know what? We've got 5 laps left in 10 seconds. I don't know if I try to pass or just back off. He hasn't blinked in a while, so that's good.
31.037.
Does look like he's catching the guy. 11.5 seconds. We got no one near us in front. They may spin out, but doubtful. I'm just gonna back off. No need for me to get involved in this guy's fight for 12th. I'm securely in 7th, and all it's gonna do is force him into a mistake looking in his mirror at me, when he should just focus ahead and try to pass that guy. Let them have a fun battle. Because he is catching him. And if I pass him, he's going to lose out on time. I'm going to be right there in the middle. And then who knows how aggressive they're going to get. So, not a needed situation for me to be in on road racing where I don't have a lot of experience around other people. I get paid the same amount whether I run a bunch of fast laps or a couple of slow ones here.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
We're all good on that. Stayed in 3rd there. Problem with backing off is now I'm all out of whack. And once I get out of rhythm, it's very hard for me to get back in rhythm. Unfortunately, we didn't have like a battle at all. Brett was just a little too far back, and then I think he got held up in traffic after his pit stop because he did not gain any time, so he may have had an off or something. So he lost about 7 seconds. I ran a 29. I'm happy with that. All right, they've quit their fighting up ahead, so we can go back to running our laps, and if we catch them, well, we're probably not going to catch them before the end of this one anyways, so. It allowed the guy to focus on his race, and I gain and lose nothing out of it.
2 to go.
Now, if I go off track, Brett is much closer, but that requires me to make a mistake, and that's on me. Again, I don't know why I'm in 3rd. I don't know why that's a thing now in this 2nd run, but my right hand has decided 3rd gear. Still running 31.0s.
31.067.
There's no need for me to catch this guy and pass him. We're back up to 7 seconds. We're about to get the white flag. He's had a couple of lockups since he got passed, so us getting closer to him is not really what we need. We just almost lost it there. I think I'm just going to back off again. So we still got 7 seconds to work with. And we don't need this guy to be looking in his mirror.
White flag, stay smooth. .942.
I feel like I did a pretty good job for my skill level. Unfortunately, Billy has showed up this week and much quicker. But at least he isn't getting ran into and wrecked and having issues. That's pretty much how he was near us in the last few races, so.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
I made a few mistakes. Nearly went off in the grass here a couple of times, looking at things that I didn't need to be looking at. And luckily saved it. I didn't even get my 1X from putting the left sides on that tire, so we're at a 0X, a 7th place finish. I will take it. May have been a little boring to watch, but I am perfectly happy with that one. Where did Billy end up?
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Billy ends up 5th.
Great job, you did really
as the
well.
5 car. The only change was myself and Brett, and then Benjamin and Jack. 95, 91, 88, 85 on that. Just because I'm not sure it's going to show up on the data. Let's take a look at the wrecks. Todd was the guy that was behind us that vanished. Oh, no, it's gonna do this every time we go down the straightaway because we're going backwards. I forgot about that crap. Alright, we're gonna quickly click through it till it looks like there's a wreck. Wrecks that happen on the front stretch are not gonna be seen. Oh. Dad might get lucky and I might get bored and not see his spin. God, they're going so much quicker through that corner, getting down into the grass. Scott! Ooh. That was a good save. You gonna have anything here? No. Kyle is going down the straightaway like he's fighting off a cat or something. Very wobbly. Aiden, we didn't see him getting ran into. He's got the bumper damage. Oh, come on. Oh, it's broken now. I went too quick. Oh! But it was ready for him to spin. And yeah. Okay, well, you know what? I don't care. We gotta go see what happened. So he goes offline, he gets behind the guy, he brakes, and he just locks him up. That is That's weird. So it wasn't there where we saw his... Oh, yeah, it was. He gets going again, but he's got dirt on his tires now, and it doesn't turn. And then he guns it in the grass, and that is why those tire tracks looked so weird. And then, does he just call it quits after that? Or does he actually wad it up? He just calls it quits. Or that's the end of the race, because he was no, he wouldn't be 12 laps down. I think he just called it quits. So, let's take a look at the results. Gained 27 I rating, 34 safety rating, and 29.352. I did a faster lap than Billy, so I will call that a win. I did a faster lap than Hayden. I did not do a faster lap than those guys that are a whole second quicker than me. And yeah, Brett's fast lap was a 30.6, so he was running, I was kind of running a save pace. He was running his pace, and I think he just got backed up as well after his pit stop. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Very low incidents. My dad with the him and Kyle with the most incidents there. But let's quickly take a look at this. So this is me. You can see my practice. I did 9 laps, then 3 laps, and then went into the race, because that is about as much as I can stand practicing, knowing that I could possibly get wrecked out, and then that would just be more frustrating. So details here on this run. Fuel usage actually creeping up at the end, because we were going a little bit quicker, and you can see the wear very left side dominant. But I mean, we just kept doing 31s like I wanted to. A couple of 30s in there, 31s, 3s all the way to the end pretty much. Then I came out and did my normal let's leave the pits and go fast, and then had a 30.2, and then we have a couple of slow laps in there, just trying to give those guys room to race out their run. Yeah, this doesn't download quick enough on the second stint, so we're not going to be able to see that. Plus, I didn't go back to the pit, so we might not be able to see it. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'm happy with how it went. Thanks for watching.